All right, welcome to the Rich CELENZA show. WTF are you talking about? I'm Rich CELENZA with my buddy Joey Pins, Joey Spaghetti, Joey Gumzigyam.
I like it.
What else? You got a million nicknames, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
What is it, Giuseppe?
Pin Sales.
Joe Pins, Joe Pizzales.
Joe Schmo calls me Pimp Scampy.
Joe Shroom. Remember that one?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Anyway,
Funny stuff.
Crazy shit. So we actually just did a podcast on real estate for him. If you want to check that out one day, I'm not sure which one of these I'm going to post first, but we're going to be posting one on living downtown. Joey works downtown at RE/MAX. So if you're buying a house, doing a mortgage, doing something, call his ass.
Thank you.
What is your information over there? What office is it?
I'm with RE/MAX Town Center, 330 East Central Boulevard, Orlando, Florida, 32801, right downtown on Lake Eola. And you can call me 407-255-9028.
Wow. All right, so enough of our pitch. Let's get into what this podcast is about, which is you not being able to commit going to the gym.
Oh, jeez.
So I've known Joey most of my life. We both love sports when we first met each other when we were younger. He was in high school. I just got out of high school. And I was obsessed with playing sports, which I was wrapping things up. When I met him, he was a senior in high school wrestling. Mm-hmm. Joey was huge. You were probably one of the biggest kids in your school, right? Physically?
Not really. I was strong, but there were bigger guys, but I was athletic.
Yeah, there's no question about that. Joey's, don't let him kid yourself, in high school, he's probably 185 pounds. Bench pressing, I'm talking like a 16-year-old. You were in the 250?
Yeah, and there was some other guys, but yeah, a lot.
But you're a short, nothing against you.
Yeah.
You're a shorty guy.
Right.
To be 185, you were wide.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very strong. Yeah, and then he was a lifeguard at Wet n Wild, and I think he loved playing. You played football, baseball your whole life?
Yeah, no, baseball. Played a little bit of football in high school, but mostly baseball since I was a kid.
Yeah, you were
all
a
the
baseball
way to high school.
And you were a rough kid. I mean, you were strong. But here's the thing with Joe. So over the years, he would always go, we all worked out. All our closest friends were consistent in the gym. All the Italian guys. So I was from Chicago. My other buddy who moved here was from Chicago. And then we hung out with a bunch of New Yorkers. Wouldn't you say?
Macari
all the Joe. Do you know? Joe. Wheezy. What? Everybody still to this day works out consistently, except Nino. But he's not here. But even all your friends still in Orlando, I'd say all go to the gym consistently. Yeah. Some even became trainers. Mm-hmm. And I have a YouTube channel, and I'm always talking about fitness and shit, and I'm always with Joey. For some reason, what is the problem with you? Why? You want to go. It's different if you just...
Oh, there's a lot of problems.
But I'm saying, it's not that you don't want to go or you're a quitter.
No. I sitting here thinking about it, because I knew you were winding up for it.
Yeah.
My probably biggest thing is my boredom.
Yes.
I think that's what it is, my attention span. I fought with ADHD my whole life, and just sitting down on a machine and doing the rep until my arms start to burn. I feel when I get stronger, I like it, but then I don't consistently do it. Then if I feel a little bit of pain, I walk away from it because I know that it's going to be a boring pain. But I force myself to go because I do want to stay in shape. So I would say if somebody's at 100% and I'm at 50%, at least I'm doing something.
Right.
But I walk a lot.
Yes.
I'm walking everywhere.
True.
Whether I'm not using my car or
right.
when I didn't have my car some years ago, I walked everywhere. So I'm always moving. I'm always lifting stuff. I'm always moving stuff. I don't just sit still.
Right.
But the gym, sometimes when I go, like if I go by myself, I'm bored out of my mind.
Right.
And that's what destroys me. That's why I love playing sports. I'll go play basketball, or I'll go and run around the lake, or I'll go to the beach and play frisbee, or anything like that.
Right. You love physical activity.
I do. But I have to usually be with somebody, or when I go with you, or even Rhea, that I'm there with somebody and I can look off and I can walk over and I can laugh with you. Then I can go back and do my set, get my burn and go back. But if I got to get up and go just by myself, there's nobody there. There's no such thing as, like other people say, I have to go to the gym and it would be the best if nobody was there.
Yeah, like
if
me.
If nobody was there, I'd lay down and take a nap.
Like me. You're about the interaction, the experience.
That's what I am.
Right.
Exactly.
Anything you do. Also, you don't like to be sore. Correct.
Not that I don't like to be sore. I don't mind, but I don't like to be sore that I work out so hard that I can't walk the next day.
You hate
I
that.
can't lift my arms the next day. To me, that's not what I want to stay in shape, but I need to be able to function. Because sometimes I even go bartend or I go do things. I don't want to walk that where I can't lift my arms. I can't.
Yeah, and I like that.
And I can't do that.
Right.
I can't do that in my business, in my real estate, going around, or if I got to go be mobile, if I got to go pull a sign out of a yard or put a sign in a yard. I can't be that. I can't lift something, or I work out my legs so hard, I can't walk up a flight of stairs like you used to do to me.
I know. I still do that. Do you think, though, okay, now we're getting older, and I think you're starting to nitpick your body more, but do you think for years, one is you knew you were extremely, strong, which you are. You also have the genetics to pull off kind of everybody always thought you were working out because you got a large neck, wide shoulders, huge back. You have a great body for a long time.
All I had to do was work out a little bit.
And get away with it.
And I would get the results.
Yes.
Now, when I'm a little bit older, like, I can't even bend over, touch my toes. And I'm reeling. I mean, we laugh at it, and it's funny. But I got to now start doing a lot of stretching because I can't, like I said, I go to do certain things, and I'm out of breath. And if I got to lift something, I'm like, what the hell? Right. So that's why I'm getting back in. I love cardio. I love the elliptical machine. Yeah. I like going and do a little bit of arms. Yesterday I did some core I like. But if I got to go isolate each body part, I'm bored out of my mind. Yeah. If I got to do a rep here, a rep there, a rep here, a rep there, and follow a book, you lost me.
Yeah, and I discussed this with a lot of people regarding fitness, and I went through this with Joe actually on a text. No, and this is not bad to you or whatever. No matter what, if going to the gym isn't a priority, you're always going to come up with an excuse why not to go. Right. Even if you want to go or you sign up, right? Mm-hmm. There's, like I was telling Joey earlier, is he will either complain a gym when he lives in a certain area is too far away, and then if he lives in a condo like he does now, his gym is downstairs, which is an awesome gym. Now it's too close. So he keeps saying, I'll get there when I get there. Or I'll go in the morning. You don't go in the morning. I'll go tonight. It's almost too accessible.
Well, that's what it is. I'm more about the boredom. I don't go to my own gym because I can't go just by myself and sit there.
Now, here's the thing, too. With partying, too. So partying for a long periods of time, too.
Oh, I'll party.
But I think what happens with you, and I can just say this, I think because you're always in dress clothes and you're kind of in layers, even though you live in Florida. So when I travel, I'm always dressed up, but then I'm in casual wear, the other part. So I go from being dressed up to being in shorts and a golf shirt. I notice with you and a lot of guys, what happens is when kind of summer comes around you're around at the pool, at the beach, in shorts. This goes for a lot of my family members, friends, everybody. They get miserable. I don't know what it is. When you go then, you don't like how you look. It's almost like, how would I say this? Like all of a sudden you're around a lot of guys that are fitter or younger people. And then you're like, look at this goddamn belly. Like, you know what I mean? Or I got to get more fit. I got to do this.
Yeah, I haven't had this in a long time.
But I'm just saying, like, when we go to the pool or when we do certain things, it's like the hammer comes on and then you guys panic. Right? To a certain... you know what I'm saying. You want to be in better shape.
Of course I want to be in better shape.
And then you'll talk about it, but then when it comes around to actually doing it, what is stopping you?
I'm walking down the street and I'm looking at and I'm walking along a storefront that their front is more like a mirror than a regular window, and I look and I'm like, holy dear God.
You think that's laziness, though, when you want to...
It's a form of boredom. Like, I'll go and do my real estate contracts until 12 o'clock at night. Right. Like, it's nothing. But to actually get and go and get myself motivated... Because I remember years ago when I was a member of the Gold's Gym over in Dr. Phillips. I lived literally 3 minutes away. I went 7 days a week, and I had unbelievable results. Because when I finished my day, I parked my car, I can run in, grab my stuff, but I knew 30 of my closest people that I hang out with around the area, I knew were going to be there. And it was not only a workout, but it was an entertainment. Right. There was no boredom. Right. I don't go there just to throw on my earphones and work out because you're going to lose me. And I would go there and I would jump from conversation to conversation, but I would jump in and do sets. And the next thing you know, in 2-3 months, I had the results.
Right.
And when I go now with you, I find myself working out.
Right.
When you're around. When you leave town, forget it. Forget it.
You know what I think too, and that's not just you. I think a lot of people don't find what they really want to do regarding working out, right?
Like
you
right
just
machines?
for instance, the right gym. So a lot of times they'll just go to whatever gym they find locally,
Right.
or they'll depend on their apartment or their condo gym, or they'll go to the cheapest gym, or say even they don't like a gym, but they still won't go out of their way. Say they like volleyball in high school. I'm just using for example. Say they like swimming. They won't go out of their way to go do laps or go to the ocean or go to a lake, join a swim team. Say they running, for instance. If you don't, like a lot of people think to build up a great cardio, the only way to do that is by running. You don't have to run. Say you know, yoga, for instance. Some people, when they think of working out, they only think yoga. Yoga sucks. I hate yoga. You don't have, I think we put a lot of things in our head, and say you, for instance, with weightlifting, I think if you only weightlifted once, maybe twice a week, but you finding something that you really would like to do, joining a club where it's more interactive.
Right.
And it could be anything. It could be like you going over to the place where they play volleyball over here by Primrose, right?
Right.
You know, like you joining that one day. I'm just using that for an example.
No, that's a good example.
Joining a league. I don't think people, or going hiking, kind of people set in their minds what they think getting in shape is or what a workout is. And a lot of people...
Or just showing up and playing around.
Yeah, you got to...
I guess my other thing is, and I was just thinking about it too, is we belong to LA Fitness. And the closest LA Fitness to us, or to me, are ghetto. I go to them, they absolutely smell. There's ghetto people.
There's only one that's rough, but you're kind of lazy because you're close to 3 good ones.
Well, I got to travel. Now I'm going to go and
See
try
the excuse
out.
you came out with, though?
I'm going to try the one in Winter Park that just reopened.
It's beautiful. It's a signature.
Yeah.
And then there's another one in Winter Park on 436.
Where?
Hollow Branch at 436. That was my favorite one. And
I
then
didn't even know that one
yeah,
existed.
and then if you go to Dr. Phil, like the Windermere one, then when you joined...
Well, no, I go to the Windermere, but like
Right.
I said, when I finish my...
There's one bad one.
Yeah. On Colonial, it's disgusting.
He don't like that one, and I get it. I'll use it in a pinch. What it is, it's older. We get it, and I love LA Fitness, but
Yeah.
what it is they have the old
Stinky.
time. Yeah, they have the carpets. Do they still have them in the locker room? I can't remember.
I think, but
It's-
it is stinky.
Yeah, people don't like to smell there, and I get it.
Yeah.
But they're gonna.
Well, I'm going to start making a better effort now. I'm starting to feel better. I got some good things going on. I got a beautiful apartment up here. I got everything going good in my office. I said,
Yeah, you got to find what you like to do. That's the only way you're going to stay consistent with doing it. I always talk
Yes.
about when it comes to working out. If you don't like if you think you're going to go join a gym or become one of those New Year's resolution people, like if you're bored at a gym, you hate working out, or you hate this, you think by signing up and a trainer's going to influence you or keep you
No,
coming,
yeah, I
you're
know.
bullshitting yourself. You have to first find what you like to do.
Right.
And a lot of times I'd go back to when you were younger, because a lot of times we did things we liked.
we used to play a lot of racquetball. We used to do things like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, what's funny is we were really, we play a lot of racquetball because we live in apartment communities, and I despise racquetball now. I see them in the
I don't want to ride. Yeah, I don't.
I used to play tennis for years, even went to Nick Bollettieri Tennis Academy. I'll play tennis if you ask me to, but I don't know what it is.
You're not going to go out of your way to do
I
it.
despise it now.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I never let weightlifting go, and I think that's because I don't want to lose my, I guess, strength in the way. It's such a big part of my identity. Mm-hmm. And I think when you're working out, like you always look big, you look strong. You didn't look like, I felt an insecurity where I would lose my identity because I get a lot thinner than you do. Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
You naturally are just
I
a
get
lot
this
bigger.
belly.
You get a belly, and then I turn into a
then
toothpick, I think. So
And I'm going on a few years now with this belly, and it's starting to bother me. It really is now.
Yeah, and like when Joey goes to work out too, I think he's been around guys that worked out his whole life, but he still never engulfed himself to learn a lot about what would work best for him. No, you've kind of ignored it. We've all done that in certain situations.
When I used to work out with Joey Vicari, he had, and all I had to do was follow him. He would say, I need you to do 3 sets right there.
Right.
I want you to do 2 sets right there. And I just did it, and the results came. And I never paid attention to it. But then when I went to go work out, like I just said, when I lived in Dr. Phillips, and I worked out at that Gold's Gym there, like I said, it was entertainment.
Yes.
I showed up, and it was like all the people I hang out with at the restaurants, the the nightclubs, during the day. So when I went in,
it's a social event.
It was a social event to me. And then I would jump on the machine with them, do my 3 sets.
Oh, yeah.
Jump over another one, do 3 sets. And the next thing you know, 2 months later, I had results. So
yeah, and
that's what I got to figure out now.
Yeah, I mean, I met a lot of my closest friends in the gym, like that we hung out, especially in the old days. And that's kind of even with Miguel, Jimbo, Jerry, those guys we'd see out, though. Greg, I originally met because he weightlifted. Wheezy.
Joe
Janelle, and then even Bubba Chicken, like I just said him. But like, let's take Bubba Chicken, for instance. He was the first one that was really teaching me how to do, I met him in summer school as a junior. He was teaching me how to do different sets and different reps, different body parts on different days. He was even taking, which I thought he was on steroids, but he wasn't. He was just taking, different supplements back then. And I'm talking the mid-'80s. So you got to realize it was like... But he was really strong, and he was working out with another friend of ours, Bobby Shea, who's a monster, was very strong. And the thing is now with Bubba Chicken is he can have a great body. Yeah. He's big, he's thick, he's strong, and he's dying to get to the gym. But for some reason, he's another lazy piece of shit who I got to get a hold of. He doesn't get to the gym. Now, I know he works a lot of hours, but for some...
12-hour days.
Yeah, he loves fishing, but it's not a priority.
Right.
But as you guys are getting older, men or women, you got to realize the quicker you get your body into the condition you want it in, and it doesn't have to be perfect. You could be 5-10 pounds overweight. The better off you're going to be, because if you keep waiting till your 40s and 50s and you're getting heavier, because the average man, I think it's 35 to 70 or it's 40 to 70, they gain, I think, an average 1 pound per year.
No kidding.
A lot of guys. So if you look at a lot of men that are older, you see these big bellies. Or you see them, they're well overweight. Their heads get bigger, their necks, their legs, and it's not obviously healthy a lot of times. But I'm just telling people, again, you don't have to, if going to a gym is not your thing, and that's what I've been discussing with Joey lately, is maybe him swimming one day, maybe him going to his condo or apartment gym one day, maybe going to the gym with me one day, and then maybe him going to play, like I said, volleyball if he wants to go play basketball, join a league. These are fun things that he can look forward to. He's into the social thing. And a lot of people, I think, would work out more if they were around people they like, that have the same interests they do.
Right.
But because you get older and you have kids or you're divorced, all of a sudden you become secluded, I guess.
Right.
When you don't have to be that way. There's guys out there that have baseball leagues in their 40s, 50s, 60s, softball leagues. You know this.
Right.
They have all different leagues for things that you love to do. Go out and do them.
Right.
Wouldn't you say?
Yep.
All righty. I'm happy we got that out. I sound like a preacher over here. You like that?
Yep.
What else? That's it?
That's it. That was pretty good. I'll get back to the gym.
Joey came all the way on my side of town, this crazy bastard. He lived about 20 miles away, and he came and joined my gym, and I says, what the hell are you doing? You think you're going to be here?
I jump on the East-West Expressway. I'm there in about 20-some-odd minutes, and I don't mind it at all.
If you are working out, make sure if one of those things, because everybody complains, and I talk about time, if working out an hour a day, which is basically 4% of your day, right? Is that what it comes to, I think?
Yeah.
If if you don't care enough about your health to work out 1 hour a day out of 20.
And that's all it really takes, 45 minutes to 1 hour.
Don't fall in love.
You're not going to spend 2 hours in the gym. You don't have to.
You don't have to. And if you don't have time, and I understand a lot of times you have to drive to a gym, say it's 15 minutes or whatever, and then you by the time you get in the gym, if it's an hour and a half or whatever, I don't pace myself that way. I have to have as much time because I do a lot of different things in the gym, mainly stretching. But if time is an issue with you too, one is make sure you join a gym or whatever you're doing, that you can stick with it. But also, I think what happens with a lot of people is the time of day you're working out. I hate mornings. I even tried to program myself with a family working out from 7. It's like 6 to 8 in the morning, or 7 to 9, or I drop my kids off at 7 or 7:30. I'm sorry, for school, and then I would work. I am more of a later afternoon worker outer. That works for me. I've been doing it my whole life, but if you don't put yourself in a position where you can only work out, or you're only working out at times that you're absolutely miserable. So if you have kids or you got a job and you're like, well, I'm too tired after work. Okay, then work out in the mornings. Well, I'm too tired before work. Well, when are you not tired? And here's the thing. Then do weekends. You could do 2 days.
The thing that people don't realize is once you start working out, you won't be tired in the morning anymore.
Right,
You won't be tired after work. I found that you go through 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Once you hit that 3 weeks or a month, when you wake up, your recovery time is fast.
And it's a routine.
And, right.
And your body craves it.
And then you wake up like, I'm not looking to take that afternoon nap maybe. Like I'm wide awake. I got my strength back. And that's what works.
Yeah, you got to be a little consistent with your workouts. Yeah. And when I say that doesn't mean you have to work out every Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Right.
Or every Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday.
At
whatever the
2,
case
3
may be.
days a week.
I always incorporate weekends. Gyms are dead. Mm-hmm. But on weekends, most people do have time to work out for sure on a Saturday or Sunday. Uh-huh. So try to if you can knock out 2 days there, I'm just saying, for example, and you could fit at least one day or maybe two during the week, think about it. Right? And you don't also have to always I talk about this, is say you only have time, and I go through this with traveling. Sometimes I work out before I catch a flight. Even though I hate mornings, I'll do it once in a while. Right? Sometimes I work out 10 o'clock at night at a 24-hour fitness. That sounds crazy, but I get the workout in. Yeah. Don't get caught up where like, I only work out in the morning. Oh, I missed this morning, it's over. I missed the next morning, it's over. Who gives a shit? You missed it that morning, go in after work.
Even if you go in half the time, at least you got something done.
Exactly. And you know what? No one gives a shit that you missed a day. It's like a bad meal, I say. Like you had, say we ate McDonald's.
Your body cares if you missed a week.
The week turns into a month turns into 2 months before you know it. But say me and you hypothetically had a bad meal today, like McDonald's or something unhealthy, even though we like McDonald's. In a month or 2 months, do you think we remember the McDonald's? No, of course we don't. It's like a workout that you had. Yeah. If you miss this workout or miss that workout, no one gives a shit. Just try to make sure when you get to the workout, and I don't care how good or bad it is, you want to have great workouts, but you just working out in general is huge. Mm-hmm. Right? You got to force your mindset to be consistent and not keep giving it the pass. Because I talk about Joey.
Exactly.
Joey always gives himself the pass. Working out.
And it shows. It shows in my fatigue throughout the day, and it shows in my body, in my stomach, and it shows. And I feel it, especially at our ages we're getting to. I feel it. I feel it on a daily basis.
I'm going to tell you something. It's a lot harder to be out of shape and feel good than be in good shape, right? I mean,
that makes sense.
I'm telling you, I hear that all the time, and I heard that years ago. I'm like, they're absolutely right. Going to the gym or just working out, not a ton, say 4 or 5 hours a week or whatever, or fit in whatever you like. When you start, one of the reasons you're tired or exhausted is because you're not in shape. You think you don't have enough energy to get to the gym. The truth is, your body may want to get to the gym and may want to get fit, but you're not getting it fit, so of course it's fatigue. But once you start getting into better shape, you don't realize how much better you're going to feel. That does take some drive, but you got to do it for yourself, your brain, everything. And, I'm not, we're not even getting the dieting in this thing.
Yeah, no.
We're not even going to talk about that, but just start working out or doing something you love that's athletic. Yeah. Even if it's walking. I have a cousin, I'm not going to mention his name, but he lost 40 pounds just walking. He plays tennis here and there. And his weight fluctuates like mine. I saw him, I was shocked. All of a sudden, I'm thinking he went on a crash diet. He changed, this or that. These are Italians. Mm-hmm. I says, what did you do? Have you eaten in months? He's like, I didn't do anything different. I just came home from work every day, and I don't know how many miles he walked. And after he ate dinner, and then sometimes he'd go in the mornings, I think at work or during lunch. You start adding up if you're doing 2-3 miles a day.
Yeah.
You add it up at the end of the month. It took him a long time to do this.
50 miles a month.
Yeah, exactly. He wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
Just by him walking was something huge. And then he started to play tennis, and now he joined the tennis club.
Right.
But he first said, I couldn't even bend over like Joey's saying. He went to go play tennis. He couldn't run across. He almost thought he was going to have a heart attack.
Yeah.
So he decided first to lose the weight. He's another guy that doesn't lift weights any longer, doesn't have time, according to him, doesn't want to be bothered with yoga. He just said, I'm going to walk. And I tell people, start maybe with walking.
Doing something.
Yeah, don't think you got to go walk out of your house and then go jog 3 miles starting right off. You're a dead man. Just for the first month, just walk. Literally, next one, if you do want to jog, I wouldn't recommend jogging. I think, especially if you're middle-aged, it's going to jar your knees, your lower back. Start swimming. I think that's great.
That's a good one, yeah.
But
hydrotherapy.
Yeah, whatever you want to do. But I would recommend first walking, and if you want to do, what's it called? Hiking. I would first start with that and be safe. Let your body adapt, start sweating, burning off that fat, and then start progressing into figuring out what you want to do working out wise.
Makes sense.
Right? Well, you know, I would really say that. And a lot of times people don't want to work out. You may be losing weight walking.
Right.
You may be like, hey, I just want to walk. And believe me, that's great. It's better than nothing. It's better than sitting on your couch watching Netflix for 5 hours every day. Right?
Yep.
And so, it's good?
That was very good.
You like stuff like this. See, these are, it's not only for the podcast, it's for your lazy ass.
Thank you
Keep
very
you really
much.
shape.
I appreciate all compliments.
Yeah. So I have a YouTube channel. I've been putting up a lot of my workouts. I do a voiceover. It's in black and white. If you want, you can check that out. And I'm on, what am I, I'm on Netflix, I said. No, I'm not. I'm on LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Joey, you could find here when he dropped his bullshit, right? Your stuff.
Remax Town Center.
He's
Need anything, call me.
Yeah, call him to go work out.
Let's go.
Set a time up with him. That's funny, but yeah, we're going to wrap it up there. Get in shape, and I do a lot of podcasts, too, on fitness. So if you want, you can just go back and scroll through those. I think I'm on 156 podcasts I've done now, Pins.
Wow.
It's crazy, right? And a lot of them are on fitness. I also teach a Mastering Self-Confidence program, and I talk a lot about fitness, hygiene, and all different things. So if you like that, you can just go to masteringselfconfidence.com or richcelenza.com. Hit us up. Leave a comment. Call us a name. Tell us.
Thank you.
Make fun of us. Do whatever you got to do.
Please. Make us laugh.
Yeah, that's all we're about. And try to get in shape or in better shape. Make yourself feel good. Do something for your body, you lazy ass.
Thank you.
All right, we'll wrap it up. Take care.